everybody, welcome back to another episode of Notiers Frontiers.
In this series, we travel all over the world on our KTM 1190 adventure motorcycle. We ride 2 up, and we're super happy that you have joined us along our journey.
Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank you so much. We've been through 3 continents so far, and now we are currently in Alaska.
Hunting down glaciers, folks.
There's bugs here, okay? In the last episode, we had journeyed to some southern ports down by Homer and Seward, Whittier. We'd come back through Anchorage. But now we're really kind of starting our journey back.
Well, we're going south still, but overall we'll be retreating back north and back into Canada, and then back south through a couple more exciting places as well. So we head out of Anchorage, hanging out with our buddies. Thanks forever for letting us crash at your crib.
Yes, thank you, Brandon and Robin.
It's true. We're thankful for everybody's support. There's so many kind people on the opposing side of the camera there. But we set off to head south towards Valdez.
So we are, Tim, you're creepy. Oh.
We're about to go video. Look at me, I'm Spider-Man, check this out.
Yep, me too. Got our heated gear on. Yeah. We're about to go out into the cold and the possible rain.
Yep.
Headed to Valdez, which looks like it should say Valdez, but it's Valdez because that's how it's said here.
How you say it.
Yes, it's supposed to be a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
We are currently at our friend Brandon and Robin's house, and it's been an amazing stay here, so we thank you guys so much.
1,000,000%, you guys are awesome.
Such a nice refuge from the cold and rain. But now we are headed out into whatever may be.
A new place, a new home, for a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky.
Man, like, we knock on wood, we've just been so lucky when it comes to weather, because I mean, you look at the forecast and it's just like, the next 3 weeks is doom and gloom.
Yep.
It's gonna rain. And it's like, well, it doesn't seem like there's a better time too, so we might as well just go now. The sky and the sun opened up at all the major attractions, if you will,
We were so lucky.
Yeah.
The beauty started off right away. I mean, there is just not a boring part of southern Alaska in the whole southeast. It's amazing.
And I didn't realize that. And like when we had ridden into the state at first, we were on our way to Dead Horse. And I was like, why would people go to Alaska and not do Dead Horse? It's like the coolest thing ever. And now I totally understand that, man, southern Alaska has got so much beauty.
We had been told that the ride to Valdez was one of the most beautiful rides in Alaska, which is saying a lot.
Yeah. And I didn't want to spoil that by going on a cloudy day, you know. But,
I know.
But again, we got just so lucky. And, you know, I wish we'd done it a long time ago, but we bought a drone, so we're pulling over all the time and launching this thing up in the air. Just these green hills rolling up into like, it looks like orange lichen growing on rocks, but instead of, you know, pebbles or rough stones on a beach, it's gigantic size. We're just having a blast as we're going along, and pockets of sun are coming out. Glacier that I do not know the name. Marisa will put the
yes, I'll find the name of the
glacier name here of awesomeness. When I make ice cubes at home, they never turn like that blue. I don't know what magical element is in nature, but crystal blue glacier.
Yeah.
You know.
That blue is so crazy.
So yeah, so we got the drone and we're still trying to figure out, we didn't get one that has tracking, so you can't like launch it up in the air and it follows you.
Yeah.
But drones are freaking amazing.
Oh, it's so great. So this particular drone is a DJI Mini 2.
Yes.
It is small, and that's what we like about it. But yeah, it doesn't really have a follow me feature.
Yeah.
So we're unable to have it follow us while we're on the motorcycle. But
I have a Marisa. A lot of you guys don't have a Marisa out there, and that's where you've gone wrong. So
see, 2-up is the way to be.
This is true.
Whoa. Because not that I'm like, I'm not skilled enough yet to like fly the drone around while we're on the motorcycle.
No.
But on our way to Valdez, that was the first time that we had tried to use the drone and ride the bike at the same time.
Yeah, you know, and we launch it up and we ride, whatever. Like, we've all seen drone footage, right? But I've never created drone footage. And
yes.
So I am just excited to see this drone footage in action, as maybe you guys are. Hopefully.
We put the drone out into the sky at a certain angle and decided, all right, we'll just ride the motorcycle down the road and film it from the drone, but with me on the back with the actual controller, so that I can see what's going on.
And there's not a lot of operation room going on back there.
I have Tim's backpack right here and then his helmet. So it's a squished space, but I'm able to do something as opposed to the rider of the motorcycle who can do absolutely nothing with the controller. Yeah, I was trying to take pictures with the drone and I messed up on the buttons quite a few times.
Yeah,
so it's a learning process. Exactly.
Yeah, I think it's a learning experience.
It's both of those.
It is both. We can agree this one time. part of, going to Valdez, it's kind of a one-way ticket because there's no,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can hop on a ferry. So we kept on riding south. We saw that awesome glacier amongst many others.
Another thing I really like about the drone is that you're able to get above the glacier sometimes. I mean, from down below, it's always coming up from up high, and sometimes you can't get a really good view of it, but the drone is able to go up high and get a better view.
Yeah.
To Valdez, one of the things that makes this road so unique is that it has this little gorge area before you get to Valdez, where the road just kind of follows the river through the mountains. You see all of these waterfalls that are just coming down the mountain on either side of the road.
And then there was, I think it was called like Bridal Veil Falls, which was just beautiful, almost as beautiful as Marisa on the wedding day. Insert picture here. When we did get to Valdez, it was...
Yeah, so we got to Valdez, which is a little fishing village, and it was pretty cloudy, but still very clear. We set up camp. Thankfully, we were able to set up camp before things got bad, because that was a very interesting evening.
Yeah.
Rain, 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 and cold. And then there's slugs everywhere. Slug buddies.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, so we are actually splitting this episode into 2 parts, and that's because so many incredible things happened on this day, and then the next day is full of crazy adventures. There's that whole slug thing that you just saw, but also we go into one of the most remote areas that you can get to by road in the world. Thank you so much for watching, and please give us a big thumbs up if you liked this episode, and hit the subscribe button below. Ding ding. And we'll be seeing you next time.
Stay safe, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.
I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. 'cause I found